As one tale ends, so does another begin. Welcome to Rongo University, the gold mine of knowledge, where students trickle in every academic year to get registered to pursue various programs in this institution of higher learning. When students join university, the expectations are very high. The society views them as a beacon of hope, and family members mount pressure on them to do their best. Well, this one is a journey of transformation, a journey that will take 1,000 miles, but it begins with this one step after joining this university. We are here at Rongo University, where we want to ascertain the life after campus, after graduation specifically. Today we are joined by a former student of Rongo University, Emily Oder, who was a student between the year 2019 and 2021. Emily, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much, Miguel. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. How is life after graduation?
Well, in school, people expect a lot of things. You have expectations. You're like, when I get out of here, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then when you get out, things change. They say, comrades say that vitu ni different kwa ground. For real, vitu ni different kwa ground. Things are just not the way you think. You'll get out, you no longer get that pocket money you used to get from your parents. You have to hustle for yourself. You are under pressure. You don't just want to sit down and wait. So yes, a lot of things are happening out there.
So how are you coping?
Well, for me, coping up, I can't say it's been easy. It's been quite difficult. But then you have to try. A woman has to try, you know. So for that, I've been trying to job. You can't pick that because I studied media, I have to get a job from media. No, you can't. Whatever will come your way and you feel like it can give you an income that can sustain you, you'll have to take it. That is how.
What kind of dreams did you have while you were here?
Well, while I was here, I really wanted to work hard during my field attachment and maybe get absorbed there. But then, after my field attachment and getting to know the kinds of things I wanted to do, where I was working, I felt like I wanted to spread my wings further. So instead of finishing my attachment and going back home to stay, I decided to go for an internship to continue to pursue or to learn more about what I wanted to do with myself.
What do you expect to do after graduation?
I'm expecting to be a peer practitioner. Yeah. So for me, after graduation, you know, you just don't expect to are out of campus and get a job.
Okay.
So I'll be hustling.
Okay, my name is Chipcha Joy. I'm also in the School of Infocoms doing communication and public relations. Yeah, it's quite a challenge because most people think that after campus we expect a job, but then out there it's kind of difficult for us to find a job. But then there is something I was told by a lady by the name Josephine. She encouraged us that right now, after when you're in first year, second year, third year, and fourth year, necessarily we may not get a job, but you can do like a volunteership. That volunteership is going to help you or expose you. So after finishing or graduating, you'll be highly to get luckily or you can get a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, any challenge?
The assignments, they are kind of hard. Yeah, for example, the assignment for transfers, it's kind of hard. But we are coping.
You guys are coping. Are you giving up anytime soon?
No.
Giving up is not an option.
Yeah, that's when we started.
But what would be your dream job?
Okay, my dream job, like working with a great company in the public and relation office. Yeah, so make sure like engage with other companies and make sure the company expands so that the value of the public and relation officers can be really valued in the country.
And you?
I would like to do the same. Actually, I would like to sell companies to other companies. Yeah.
So you guys are just looking for an opportunity after being empowered with the knowledge.
Yeah.
So that you guys can deliver out here.
Not necessarily looking for an opportunity, but you as yourself can start a private opportunity for other public relation officers so that other companies can come to your company to look for public and relation officers.
You can just create an opportunity for others.
So you guys are also into self-employment?
Yeah, actually you can just create your own company. Then you'll look for a PR to save your company. So you've created a job opportunity.
Okay, thank you guys for that. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are being joined by students from various faculties, and here is what they have to say. Oh, bro, maisha iko aje? Your names?
Naitwa Babu. My name is Babu. Pursuing political science. So many people face.
Unataka kuwa nini after you graduate?
I want to be a political analyst after graduation, or rather be a political or lead a political kingpin in the society.
How is that coming?
Through pardon your questions. That is coming along through reading so many books, and at the end of the day, I'm sure I'm going to get something, a good grade that will make me a person in the society.
Hi bro.
Poa.
Unaitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Charles Migaya. I'm a student of political science. Actually, we are friends. We are taking the same course.
Naoni wewe bana.
Bazenga.
Okay. So maisha yanakupenda.
Maisha huku campus iko fiti. Lakini iko tu fiti manzee. Kulingana tu na vile umejipanga. Masaa zingine mazee inaweza kupeleka vibaya sana.
So unataka kwa nini?
Mimi nafanya political science. Nafanya pia international relation hadi na sociology. So mimi nikimaliza hapa kitu nataka nikuwe somebody who has some political influence to our country Kenya manze. Nataka tuinue Kenya manze. You use the real politics hapa hivi. Kabisa vile inafaa.
Sasa shukran. Bro. Karibu. Yeah. How is everything?
I'm Clinton.
You are Clinton.
First year student taking Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. I'm taking Political Science in the School of Arts. Yeah.
Wewe pia ni mwanasiasa pia.
Vile unaoniona, I'm also a political analyst in this school.
You're analyzing politics.
I'm analyzing politics, and that is what I want to do. But I don't want to major in that after graduation. But my interest is so much on politics. Yeah.
You want to be a political leader?
I want to be political leader outside there. You see how the political arenas, things like that. You want to do that thing.
All the best. Bro, yo. Majina?
Gassim Simi, first year, taking up political science and public administration. Majorly, mimi na base kwa public administration. Future pia mimi naendelea ni kwa DCC. Alafu najaribu tu hiyo, nataka kwenda cadet, umeona hiyo kitu inanibamba sana in future. Life si rahisi lakini tunang'ang'ana juu ipo siku.
Nataka kuwa special officer in the cadet
manze.
How is it coming along? Unaona ndoto inakaa mtu au
inakaa mtu bana juu I'm promised somewhere. Sasa anasema tujaribu
connection muhimu.
Connection bwana.
Sawa bro, poa.
Wazi.
Kwani ni gani?
Mko. Wewe umetulia bana. Wewe pia ni mwanasiasa kweli?
Mimi ni mwanasiasa pia. So mimi ndio mwanasiasa. Mimi kwa sila that ambition but pressure that degree maybe after that 4 years or degree I'm moving to the bring service to my society.
So you are service oriented. Yeah. Ni degree tu kufanya service. Si siasa.
No, siasa as a great politician I also need that ambition of being a leader in political arena in the country. Even outside the country I was looking at leader there.
Okay. All the best bro. Captain. Yeah. Brother.
Poa.
Bana. Wewe ukai mwanasiasa.
Hapana. Mimi ni economist.
Wewe ni economist. Oh, okay. I guess that.
Mimi ni Wangaila. First year student in economics. My ambition is to become an economics analyst. Uchumi umezorota. So we have to we will look how we can invest or which criteria we can use to enhance the
uchumi kwanza, uchumi bora, bottom up or trickle down. Which is which one?
Uchumi umezorota by now. Watu utazeka.
Unataka kukama up na solution. Na so far inakuja je? Unaona
ukitaka
hapa kama economist.
You have to plan first. You have to plan. In the next 5 years I will have a child. How will the child cope up with the current environment? You have to invest. Kama unaweza sasa hii upande miti in the 5 years time umeinvest.
Okay. Wewe ni wanga wa economy. All the best bro. Mwisho. Ni aje? Wewe unaitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Jojo Chieng. aka Msingari. I'm pursuing political science and public administration. But in future I need to be a DC.
Yes. Na devolution unataka kuwa DC? District yako ni gani?
Mimi natoka Kisumu West.
Nataka kuwa DC wa Kisumu West. Sawa, DC wa Kisumu West saizi ajitayarishe. Unamreplace. Okay. So far so good. Campus inakupelekaje?
Campus is not easy that way, but you have to try and cope up with the situations that are there. Yes.
Okay. Asante sana. I wish you all the best, bro. Okay, those are students from Rongo University and they are giving us their take on campus life. If you join university, you have definitely expectation and this thing will better your prospects at life. How realistic is this? We continue and stay tuned. Thank you.
Huku nimejiunga na mkufunzi mmoja kutoka chuo kikuu cha Rongo. Atatueleza alihitimu mwaka upi na anachokifanya kwa sasa. Haya mwalimu.
Asante. Naitwa James Muita. Kwa shahada yangu ya kwanza nimegraduate ama nimehitimu mwaka 2010 na shahada yangu ya pili masters nimehitimu mwaka 2015.
Katika taaluma gani?
Yangu ya kwanza, shahada ya kwanza nimehitimu katika walimu. Kwa hivyo mimi ni mwalimu wa Kiingereza, Kiswahili, na shahada ya pili nimehitimu masuala ya mawasiliano, hususan mawasiliano ya kimataifa, international communication.
Kabla uhitimu ulikuwa na maono yapi ukijiunga na market?
Kwa hakika kabla ya kuhitimu, kabla ya mahafali kufanyika, nilikuwa na matarajio makubwa sana kupata kazi kubwa na labda kupata mshahara mkubwa, lakini nafikiri matarajio yalikuja yakawa vingine kwa sababu kazi hazikuja mara moja, lakini nilijiunga kwanza na internship, kwamba nafanya kazi ya kujitolea hapa na pale kwa mwaka moja, ndio baadaye nikaja nikapata kazi ya kufundisha. Nikafundisha miaka 2.5 chuo kikuu, shule ya upili, alafu baadaye nikajitoa kidogo nikaenda kwa masomo ya juu. Naam.
Katika safari ya kutafuta kazi, je, ni makumbano gani uliyopatana nayo?
Zipo changamoto nyingi. Changamoto ya kwanza ni ile unatuma wasifu kazi yako na maombi ya kazi, lakini hupati hata angalau jibu la kukwambia pole, hatutakupa hii kazi. Kwa mara ya kwanza unapoteza unajihurumia kwanza. Kwa hivyo huko kutojibiwa na kutuma maombi mengi ya kazi, alafu hata upate angalau moja ambapo utaenda labda mahojiano au udahili. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni changamoto ya kwanza. Changamoto ya pili labda masuala na rasilimali, fedha za kukuwezesha kupeleka labda kutuma maombi, kuandika maombi hayo, kutafuta kazi kwenye mtandao na kadhalika.
Kidogo wakati after kuhitimu, wakati wa kutafuta kazi ulikuwa bado kwa mzazi ama ulikuwa unajikimu peke yako maisha?
Nitasema kwamba nimepata hizo internship mwezi mmoja ndani ya mwezi mmoja baada ya kuhitimu. Kwa hivyo nilianza kutoka na Sijafanyia kazi nyumbani ama wanapoishi familia yangu, nimefanyia kazi nje kabisa. Kwa hivyo nimejitoa kabisa, naweza kusema kwamba nimejitoa mapema nyumbani.
Na tukimalizia, na jambo napenda kuambia wanafunzi wengine?
Sasa unajua umesema wanafunzi wengine, sasa naona hata hivyo bado waliobaki shuleni. Sasa ninachokisema ni kwamba wanaokuwa wamehitimu wasiwe na pupa, wasikate tamaa. Safari inaweza kuwa ndefu ya kutafuta kazi, ama matarajio yanaweza kukosa kutimia, lakini kingine ambacho ningependa kusisitiza ni kwamba watu wote tuko na bahati tofauti. Kila mtu ana bahati yake. Yupo ambaye atapata kazi kabla hajahitimu, kabla hajatoka darasani ameshapata kazi, na yupo ambaye atapata kazi miaka 5 baadaye, miaka 10 baadaye. Wapo ambao wamehitimu miaka 10 na zaidi, lakini bado hawajapata kazi. Kwa hivyo kitu ni kwamba tambua kipaji chako, anza kukitumia wakati huo ukisubiri. Kwa mfano, kama wewe ni mtu unayeweza kuandikia watu makala, andika makala. Ama kama unajiandikia mwenyewe, fungua sehemu ya kujiandikia, jiandikie mwenyewe. Usitarajie kwamba lazima mtu akuajiri. Wakati fulani unaweza kukosa hiyo ajira. Na hata ukipata hiyo ajira, vile vipao ulivyo navyo vitumieni. Nafikiri huo ndio utakuwa ushauri wangu.
Asante sana kwa James. Nashukuru sana.
Life is a journey of ups and downs. It is not an event where you come in and you get the results as you expected them to be. Today, we are joined by one of our esteemed comrades, an alumni of Rongo University College, and a student who has been here since 2014 to date. On this spectacular occasion, let me start by letting them introduce themselves.
I'm Geoffrey Olero.
Okay, I'm there, Stephen.
As a former student of Rongo University who graduated last year, and there Stephen, who is a student of Rongo since the year 2014 to date. We want to take this journey to see how their lives have been in campus journey. Dear Stephen, how was it when you were joining? I understand the both of you joined university around the same time.
Yeah, when I joined university in 2018, it was good. Now that I was coming close to fulfilling my educational dream, but after joining, things went opposite based on my expectations at the moment.
So you were disappointed?
Yeah, I was disappointed.
And my friend Geoffrey Olero.
Joining university was probably the best achievement that one could have at that point. So I joined in 2014, having completed my KCSE examination at Kang High School, just a nearby school. So it was good and it was nice, and it felt really good to have joined campus.
The expectations were high, family, friends looking at you as a beacon of hope.
Yeah, sure.
Then reality was to dawn on you guys. Yeah, what happened?
You know, when I joined back in 2014, I did my first year semester. Then when I was doing my first year second semester, I ran sort of fee, had to drop out without doing my main exam. You know, I had to drop out at first year, second semester due to lack of fee. I went home, started hustling, doing 1, 2, 3 things which can give me some little money so that I can get fee to make my way back to university at that time. But it never went easy.
Your dreams were shattered.
Exactly. I took 2 years at home, look for money to pay for my first year, second semester, which I came and did in the year 2016.
Now from 2014, you are resuming in 2016. In 2016.
January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good. Then, Geoffrey Olero.
Quite good, and it was a success, having done my first year successfully. So trouble started coming up in second year. I was not able to do my second year examinations, both the semesters, and I had to defer that year so that I could catch up with it in the next year. But in the next year, I also failed to do the same exams for third year.
Now that was 2014 and 2015.
2014-2015, it was good. So 2015-2016, that's where trouble started.
Which year were you?
Second year.
Oh, now in second year. Trouble started following.
Yeah. I had school fees, but I had to give it out to my sister who borrowed that money then and promised to pay it before the exam commenced. Unfortunately, she failed to raise the money by that time, so I had to defer those exams.
Now you dropped out at second year.
Yeah.
So when did you receive after dropping out?
Second year went like that. And I had to go on with my third year first semester, which I also failed to do the exam then. Third year first semester I failed to do the exam then. Third year second semester I also failed to do the exam. So I failed to do the exams for second year and third year at the same time. And I think it's when the school now decided to discontinue me. Yeah.
So you were discontinued from school?
I was discontinued, having failed to do those exams.
Okay, so after your discontinuation,
after my discontinuation, when I realized that I was discontinued, I came and I had to start afresh, doing a fresh registration so that I could be allowed back to the system. And it's when I got the chance to begin my second year with the 2017 year. That was 2018. That's when I began my second year, first semester afresh.
now in 2017,
2018.
now in 2018 you are handling your second year. Okay. By the way, you also discontinued.
Personally, I was not discontinued, but I deferred immediately. I left. So when I came back, I just write the resumption letter, and I was accepted back to the immediately. Yeah.
Now, that was in which year?
That was 2016.
2016. Now you found avenues to pay school fees and keep yourself in school.
So when after dropping out of school, I was working somewhere in a flower farm. In a flower farm in Naivasha. So in the process of working, I was saving for my fee. So when I got some amount, it could make me propel me from first year maybe to second year. I came back in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, no, and resumed my study.
The lot you were with had already gone.
The lot was almost leaving because I left on 2018.
On 2018.
And they graduated on 2018. So I came when, 2018. So I came when they were on their second semester, and I was in first year for the second semester. So I was a year down.
Or you are here a year behind them?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is after you came back now to resume.
Yeah.
So Olero, now after you are discontinued and now you came back to resume, how did it feel like joining a lot you barely knew, like you were trying to fit in?
Actually, at the beginning it was not easy. I felt like I'm odd and out. I felt like I am old, and I was attending classes that the students there are younger than me. But I had to accept the reality and build my future again, my academic and education future. It was good because the lecturers then accepted me back. They encouraged me, and I was able to catch up.
So did it appear at any given point when the two of you had similar stories in different schools? Did it however occur to you guys that you were being stigmatized in any way? Like, now you don't fit in, these kids are so young, they're just from high school, they're not experienced life and all this. Let me start with you there.
For me personally, when I received and I was in a new class, it forced me to put on their shoes. But at that time, based on education, those were my classmates. And I could do everything to make me, like, I could do everything uniform to what they are doing.
Just to fit in.
To fit in, but not all of the things.
So you were also struggling to fit in, but you there was an extent you could go.
I had my reservations.
Okay. And you, Olero, how did it feel like fitting in?
Some comrades, I can say, they were very friendly, they were welcoming, but of course there are some few who used to mock me at some point. They had to call me ancestor and sort of names, but
how did you respond to that? Like, being called an ancestor in school?
I was very positive because I knew then that it is about me and it is about my future. So I had no choice. I had no choice but to focus on my life and to give them everything.
You are focused on the goal.
Yeah.
Your eyes, both of your eyes are focused on the ball. That Liwen and Liwalo, we must now graduate. How is it coming? After resuming, did the journey become smooth so that you could say that, okay, now everything is flowing smoothly till the time of graduating?
No, when I did my first year, second semester in 2016, from 2016 January, it ended up around April, May. After finishing my first year, second semester, I joined second year, the same year, August. But I again ran a sort of fee, and I left. So when I left, I could not retain the job I was doing in university. I had to think for another option.
It is Kenya and your job was gone.
Yeah.
They already given it to another person.
So I went to Nairobi, in Itawala. I did some bit in Jengo. It was still not coming out. Like the money I was getting there could not sustain me and maybe allow me to save some for my education. I came back home again. I could do some petty job maybe in the campus, in Jengo, and or any other gig that may come around.
Okay. Now, Olero, how did you sustain yourself in school? Because fee was a problem, and we get this instance where in campus it is not only about the fee, there is rent, there is sometimes you produce assignments and all this. You need clothing and this basic.
Yeah, I can say that fee my dad was able to take care of, although he really struggled because he also felt that I wasted a lot of time, and maybe I could be now out of school hustling. But I thank him because he was able to provide fee again so that I could go on with my studies. On upkeep, I can say the little amounts I was getting from my blogging job
Had improved in the skills and the styles. But funny enough, I never blogged for a student. I was only blogging for politicians back at home. I started the ward rep level, the MCAs, and then the MP. So from there, I also got referrals. And
the year 2017, and I think it was also giving me some money for my upkeep.
So most of us know you as Geoffrey Olero, the blog, right? And on this other far extreme end, we also know there's Stephen there, Nyapajakunda, the blog. So how does blogging come along in your life? When did you start and why did you join blogging?
I started blogging in the year 2015 when I was working for the former Rongo University chairperson, Paul Frank. That's when I joined blogging officially in Rongo University Whispers. So
Whispers is a Facebook group for university students in Rongo University.
So I started blogging on that platform, specifically from Paul Frank. And by time I had to develop skills of blogging. People used to hire me, they pay me. Also aspirants from Rongo University School. Then I was invited from outside schools like Nairobi University. People used to hire me, I worked for them and they pay me. Consequently, these aspirants from national platforms.
So you got referrals?
Yeah, like governors, senators, they have to look for me.
So on the contrary there, you are blogging, but at the same time there's Mjengo and side hustles you attend them.
You know, when I started blogging back in the year 2015. But it never picked up until 2017. Yeah. So in 2017, when people were going to the election, kind of it picked up, and we now learn from it bit by bit, although it was not promising though. But
because now this is a journey that was supposed to take 4 years, but it was taking too long. Did it ever occur to you that let me just give up these things and focus on side hustles?
you know, to me it was different. Like if I can go back to when I was in my high school, I learned just in a simple day school back at home.